it's broken. We can't do anything.
We the bird gang. We bird gang, baby. Bird gang.
When I die, I want 6 Miami Dolphins pallbearers so they can just let me down one more time.
Good afternoon. My name is Ariel Jimenez from Fango Media, reporting live outside of Hard Rock Stadium. I'm here in beautiful Miami, Florida, giving voice to the fans, only for the fans. Final score here as the Arizona Cardinals face the Miami Dolphins. Final score, Arizona 28, Miami Dolphins 27. Unfortunately, we took a L today, but we're going to get some fan reactions here pretty soon.
Yeah, we took the dub today. That's all that matters. Marvin Harrison Jr., he did his thing today.
How do you guys feel about the team? Tua's return, but they still lost. How can we recuperate and, continue to move forward now, falling to 2-5?
Better coaching.
Better coaching?
I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with the coaching. I just feel like it was team chemistry. I mean, Tua is pretty good at quarterback because, when he in the pocket, he do throw that rock. But other than that, I feel like Tua, him coming off injury, he did play good today.
It's disappointing. I mean, it was good to see Tua healthy, and it looked like he learned how to slide. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, the loss is disappointing. I'm just glad to see, one of my favorite players back. I still have hope for the season as a season ticket holder and a fan, but trying to keep our playoff hopes alive. Our division's not doing too hot, so I mean, there's always a shot.
Looks like we got to win 8 games straight to even consider the wild card. How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's always hope. It's never over. I mean, last year, what did we go on, like a 7-game tear? So I mean, it's possible. I'm just not going to count on it.
The defense really sold us at the, just didn't make it happen.
Which is wild. I was just talking to somebody else. The defense has been playing great all year, and today they didn't come up.
Javon Holland got hurt. Javon Holland got hurt by halftime, and that killed us. And I don't know. Zach Sealer was also out. Our biggest defensive player was out. So, I mean, that just proves how much of an important player he was. I mean, they just didn't show up.
One of your other fans were talking about, Miami Dolphin fan, was talking about energy throughout the game. How did you see this energy, happen?
The energy was great. The momentum was there on the offense, at least, and the defense. They didn't bring them. I mean, Ramsey and Poyer, but they both had good plays. But I mean, at the end of the day, they just didn't show up. They couldn't come together as a team without Sealer and without Holland. They need those key players, and without them, they couldn't do anything.
Do you still think with the Dolphins falling to 2-5, you still think they'll have a chance to make it to the playoffs?
I mean, if they go straight without losing this whole past games, then they can make the playoffs.
Got to win 8 games straight.
Yeah, 8 games straight. If they don't, then they're out of the playoffs.
How about you?
I'm not going to lie. I feel like they still could lose one more game and still make it to the playoffs as long as they just tighten up and have the team chemistry.
Like I tell everybody, when I die, I want 6 Miami Dolphins pallbearers so they can just let me down one more time, So,
all right. Guys, any thoughts for Dolphin fans right now? Any comment?
Just build your line. The Dolphins need to just keep drafting offensive line guys to keep Tua upright, and you're good. The dude got talent. He got a smooth little throw, and if they just keep him upright, who cares about the flashy players? Just draft the offensive line guys nonstop, keep him upright, and who knows what can happen.
Austin, but how can we still win this? With these next 8 games to even consider a chance to make the wild card?
We just have to stay healthy. There's no other option other than stay healthy.
I agree.
That's the only thing we can do. That's the only option. I mean, the offense showed up. The offense was there. They put up points on the board. They got Tyreek the ball. They got Waddle the ball. The A-chain was beautiful. They were able to put up points, but the defense couldn't stop.
And then, like you mentioned, defense with a huge loss to Javon Holland. That was probably the breaking point for us.
I agree. But, I mean, going into the game without Sealer, I mean, our D-line is just broken. Other than Calais Campbell, I mean, he's been great. But
huge point.
It's broken. We can't do anything.
Everybody was blaming the past couple losses on the quarterback. Now that we got our quarterback back, right, the one that we paid a huge deal over the offseason, we still took it out. Who are we blaming now?
I wouldn't necessarily blame the quarterback. I think it's kind of an energy thing, right? And it starts at the top with your coaching. So I know week 2, there was some controversy going around with some of the main players in the Dolphins. And, that type of stuff kind of stirs up the emotions for a team, and then your quarterback goes out, and then your second string quarterback goes out, and then your third string quarterback goes out.
Yeah, it's kind of like Romer snake bit.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's a mental game, to be honest. I mean, there's no reason we should have lost this game. Our offense was healthier today than it ever has been this season since game one. So, but it did seem like the Dolphins' offense stifled there at the end of the game, and it was the offense that could have kept the game alive there at the end. I mean, we were up the whole game. All they had to do was get another first down, and, maybe kick a field goal, and we would have been the winners.
Austin, but how can we still win this? With these next 8 games to even consider a chance to make the wild card?
We just have to stay healthy. There's no other option other than stay healthy.
I agree.
That's the only thing we can do. That's the only option. I mean, the offense showed up. The offense was there. They put up points on the board. They got Tyreek the ball. They got Waddle the ball. The A-chain was beautiful. They were able to put up points, but the defense couldn't stop.
And then, like you mentioned, defense with a huge loss to Javon Holland. That was probably the breaking point for us.
I agree. But, I mean, going into the game without Sealer, I mean, our D-line is just broken. Other than Calais Campbell, I mean, he's been great. But
Huge point.
It's broken. We can't do anything.
Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible.
Why?
They should have won. I mean, Tua did a good job, I have to say. Tua did good, but everything with defense just blew it.
So defense has been playing great all year, and today
They played like crap.
do you think it was because the injury to Javon Holland
I think that had a lot to do with it. Absolutely.
kind of went down after that?
Absolutely.
So we got to win the next 8 game, guys, to make the wild card.
I know. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's
Absolutely. We have to. We have to win the next 8 games. 100%. Have to.
everybody was blaming our backup quarterbacks? Today we got our quarterback back. Do you think with our quarterback back we can win the next 8 games?
Well, I mean, at least we put 27 points up on the board. I can tell you that.
Better chance than if we didn't have him back. Like I said, I think he did a good job today. A couple miscues, but for the most part, for a guy that's being out for a few weeks and come back like that,
You had mentioned
we got a shot.
you had mentioned that losing Javon Holland made the game go down. How about the miscues with the snaps all game long?
Yeah, and exactly.
That took effect 100%. Miscues.
I mean, if we had those 2 points back,
We would have won the game. We would have won the game.
Oh yeah, the Cardinals whoop ass, man. Shout out to Newt Wilson, man. My boy came home and got the dub, and that's what he's supposed to do. Go Cards.
thank you. Any comments on the game, guys? Any thoughts on the game? Thoughts? No thoughts. We got some long faces still walking out of Hard Rock Stadium. It was a tough loss today. Dolphins suffering in a loss, 28-7. How you doing?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Devontae.
Devontae. Are you a Dolphins fan?
I'm a Dolphin fan.
How long?
Since I was born, since I knew what football was.
We got a Dolphin fan since birth. Okay, that's rare.
Team I ever rooted for.
Rare to find. Now, I've heard a lot of comments about the backup quarterbacks all year. We got our quarterback back, Devontae. What do you feel about that?
To be honest, we looked amazing today. We came up short, but we definitely looked good with Tua back in there. And he learned how to slide today, and I'm very proud of him. Very proud.
Do you think we can take this momentum, these 28 points, and even with the injury to Javon Holland, maybe he can come back. Do you think we can win these next 8 games?
It's possible. We can win it. I'm a Dolphin fan. We going. Let's go, Dolphins. Let's go, Tua. Keep on sliding, baby. Keep on sliding. We need you. Yeah, we need you, Tua. Keep on sliding. Let's go.
Now, I saw something. It was kind of stood out to me. Devon A-Chain was wearing
Yeah, he was. He did the protection helmet.
the protection helmet, but Tua wasn't. How do you feel about that?
Hey, man, Tua need protection everywhere. The shoulder pads, I wish he could have it on his legs, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get the next win. It was a tough loss today, but we gonna pull it out some more, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that makes sense. The defense has been playing great all season, and they tried their best today. Even with the Dolphins putting up 27 points, but they didn't make that stand against Kyler Murray, which has been averaging only less than 200 yards passing per game and third most 46 yards rushing game, but he came out with the victory today.
I mean, that's true, but you also got to look at the offense too. I mean, there was a safety there in, what was it, the late third quarter. So if that safety wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have had to worry about losing by a field goal on the last drive.
Made it by the quarterback.
I don't know. I would
Center had a lot of snap issues.
for sure. I mean, and you got to think Tua's been out for a while, so he's been rusty. That was a high snap. I mean,
That touches back on your point of energy and about team camaraderie and about that chemistry that you're just talking about.
yep. I mean, for sure. I mean, think about the momentum of the game. Everything seemed to be going right. Then all of a sudden we have a safety. Then all of a sudden we can't move the ball. All of a sudden Marvin Harrison comes alive. Then he gets that freak catch that everybody thought he was out of bounds for. I mean, that was a great catch. And then James Conner comes in with that sick stiff arm, even though it gets pushed back, but they had the momentum, and it's hard to stop that.
Man, what?
I called it. I said, we're taking the W home today, and we did.
Guys, why do you think you guys won today?
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, he just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it. He has a real good game, and then a what the hell game, and then a really good game, and then a what the hell game. That's him. Yep.
Guys, that's final thoughts here. Arizona taking the beautiful L with their beautiful fans, 28-27. Tough loss. We got Tua back. And still, we lost one of our captains on defense, Javon Holland, sadly. But we're looking forward to next week. Falling to 2-5. Signing out from Hard Rock Stadium, your rep from Miami for the Miami Dolphins. And finally for Fan Go Media, where we give voice to our incredible fans here in the States. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.